Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's Nick and welcome back to Dream Report. So for today's video, we have a nightmare. This is a dream posted on Reddit by I'm Depressed. So yeah, let's just get right into this. I was in a large school at night, sort of designed like in high school, with multiple stories and a courtyard somewhere in the middle of the school. There was a psychopath loose in the school looking for students to kill and torture. Me and a couple other students were found by this psycho, who ended up taking us to a bedroom, tying us up on a couple of beds, and began psychologically torturing us. She would shove scissors in our faces, describe the way she would kill us slowly, but what she said exactly, I still don't know. Then, she leaves the room, and after a little while, I begin to try and escape the bed that I was tied on. I used little pieces of metal from strike plates that I really don't know how I got, and I cut myself loose. This allowed me to escape the room. I began frantically running through the school. I started to collect these pieces of metal from different doorways by prying small sheets of metal from strike plates in the doorways. Afterwards, I ran outside. I was in the back courtyard of the school. I saw my manager from work. I hollered his name, mumbled it at first. "What's going on?" He didn't really understand me. He murmured some room number he thought I said, and said, "I have to get back to my business," and started to walk away. I then yell at him again and speak a little bit more clearly, telling him what's going on. I then show him where I and the other students were. We got there and began to wait for the psycho to return. While we were waiting, my manager was there sharpening a knife on the table when the psycho arrived, and another following behind him. There were two psychos at that point, to which one of them said, "Oh, you brought a friend." After that, paint started flying everywhere in a swirly motion. They both were holding scissors in their hands. The knife my manager was holding had turned into scissors too, and one of the psychos began walking up to him to kill him. She walked up behind him and opened her scissors and stabbed them in the desk in between my manager's hands. Then she closed the scissors on his hands. He wasn't doing anything to stop her, so I went and grabbed the scissors he was holding in his other hand. But when I did, they slipped out of my grips and onto the floor. I frantically fell onto the floor trying to grab the fallen scissors as the other psycho next to the door started walking my way. Once I got a good grip of the scissors, I got up and the psycho walking to me began slashing in my directions with the scissors that he had. I took advantage of my situation and stabbed her in the arm while she was trying to slash me. The other psycho then notices her friend needs help and begins to try and slash me again. I promptly shove my scissors into her chest multiple times until she dies, and the first psycho hollered my name and is pissed that I killed her friend. She lunges at me, hacking and slashing, but I also shove the scissors into her chest and stab her in the head. The scissors, however, didn't go into her skull, but again slid off her head, leaving a gaping gash on the side where the scissors had crossed. She then also falls onto the floor, paint flying everywhere still, and I pass out onto the floor. At this moment, I woke up, hyperventilating and freaking the fuck out. It took me a few minutes to realize that I was awake, but I could not fall to sleep again. It was around 8:30 a.m. when I woke from this dream, hours after the dream, and I still remember a ton of details and how horrifying it was. Alright guys, so that's the video. That was a little interesting nightmare with clowns, scissors, and murder, and just a whole bunch of crazy shit. So thank you guys for watching. Be sure to look out for the video tomorrow, and I will catch you guys later. Peace out.